Not rain, nor sleet, nor snow would stop me from getting to this one, because this is my baby. My name is Josh the RV Nerd, and I'm the one who came up with the original concept for this trailer. This is the Passport Middle Bunkhouse here at Haylet RV of Coldwater, Michigan. Only 7,020 pounds. This is a potentially half-ton towable, dual opposing living room slide, middle bunkhouse with full 80-inch queen bed up front and the industry's most comprehensive structural warranty. I couldn't be prouder. What is kind of neat about this one is right when you walk in the entry door, you've got a lot of like quick access storage right here. You can get to all of the sleeping and the bathroom as well. So you've got your bathroom right here for quick, easy entry. You've also got easy entry to your middle bunkhouse right here. The one thing you need to understand though is you can't open these cube futons when that middle slide there is closed. But you can still get in here, lay down, and rub some sleep out of your eyes real quick if need be. Now, if you're super duper skinny, you might be able to slide through there, but it's not going to do you much good. Thankfully, each one of these slides is 12-volt operated, and it has its own button. So whether it's the battery on the tongue, or like the power from your truck, or power from the park, obviously, you push one button, she opens right up, and check this out. And when those slides open up, you find yourself in a world that you just don't find in travel trailers. You've got a big opposing slide rear living entertainment setup. But it's still a nice, cozy family bunkhouse coach. That's what's so cool about this. Now, I could see this one having a lot of different uses. I could see it being used as a mobile office, as a like a grandpa and grandma sort of lake house, camper, cottage kind of thing, so that you have sleeping space for guests or grandkids or something like that. I could see this having a lot of different purposes beyond just a boring old bunkhouse. But you know what? It's also awesomely deadly effective at that. So, why the Passport Elite? Why is this one of the best-selling lightweights on the market? And really, one of the cool things here is the consistency in the Passport story. Now, we are in the Elite segment, which is their upgraded series as compared to the Grand Touring, which is what most Passports are. And what you start to see here is you start to get that double vaulted roofing. Now, they are using galvanized steel roof trusses up here, and I'm going to hit on a lot of construction items as we go, because it's raining really hard outside, and I don't have a lot of I can't spend a lot of time out there with the camera today. It's not good for the camera. But notice, here's one of the benefits. So we've got galvanized steel roof trusses. They're extremely lightweight, and you can actually punch them out so you can run all the wiring looms, which is one of the reasons why they're more effectively able to have 2 runs of LED lighting up here in the ceiling. And actually, the lighting package on this is pretty outstanding. They really spent a lot of money on lights and windows, which are 2 very expensive things. Now, you've got galvanized steel roof trusses. Everything else is an all aluminum skeleton. It's all going to be a double-sided aluminum weld also. So even their vertical welds and non-structural areas are still double-sided welded. That's the extra care and concern they put into this, which is probably one of the reasons why the Passport service records here at Haylet RV are just absolutely stellar. So, over here, we've got like a 5th wheel size dedicated kitchen slide out. We've got solid surface main countertops. We've got a recessed double stainless sink with your 2 stainless bowls down here, 50-50 split on those. The high-rise faucet with the sprayer, all easy utility stuff, but I love how they did not center the sink. They left it non-centered, and what that gives you here is 2 things. It gives you dedicated prep space, and you may notice there's power outlets around here as well, but it also gives you dedicated room for triple drawers right here, which is something that you're going to want as extra drawer space, with plenty of extra storage space below the sink yet. But now, as long as we're looking at the kitchen, they occupied this wall with a very generously sized pantry. That thing right there is no joke. You got a big old floor-to-ceiling pantry, and you can see how deep that is. But now, when you look on the rear slide, this is easy to miss, because you just kind of look at it, and if the cabinet doors are closed, it just looks flat. You don't really realize how much is under there. But they didn't waste anything. This is where they kind of took a little bit of a page out from some of the other Passport Elites out there, like the 31RI, where they have these really deep cabinets in the kitchen slide that are very easy to miss. That's why I put these videos together. Now, you've got great prep space going on here, but what's kind of cool is this rear entertainment could easily double as an extended kitchen space. That's what's really cool about this one, is that everything in this camper can serve more than one purpose. Now, there are power outlets up under those cabinets, by the way, so you do have power outlets in there. The refrigerator is an 8 cubic foot fridge freezer, and they do have the magnet-friendly refrigerator front, so if you do want to hang up the kids' artwork, you can do that. Now, just like in the kitchen area. They didn't waste any possible storage space. They opened up everything that they could right here. So this is very interesting. It's a rear entertainment middle bunkhouse. This has never been done in the industry before. There's a lot of different things about this. Now, it compares in a lot of ways to the 323 bunkhouse Freedom Express that we have here at Haylett RV. It is also a middle bunkhouse. Where they differ is this one is something of a middle bonus room as opposed to a middle bunkhouse. And that sounds like I'm splitting hairs, but there's a fine difference there. We'll talk about that when we get there. TV is on a power lift, so if you just want to open this thing up and you want to get all the windows in the world pointing at your campsite instead of the neighbors, you can do that here. Now, you've got outlets on both sides of this huge multi-purpose rear countertop back here. When is more prep space, more countertop space ever on? You will always find something to do with a flat surface. You will always find something to do with that. Now, your power lift is right there below that DVD Bluetooth unit. You've actually got little USB plugs inside that cabinet just for like extra device charging and whatnot, though you do, like I said, have outlets all over the place here. As we spin around, we've got a Trifold sleeper sofa right here. As if this thing didn't already have enough sleeping, you can add even more here. All of your windows will open for ventilation, including slide side windows, which I think is a great big deal for airflow right there. And being a little bit jazzier, dressed up camper, we did feel like the freestanding table and chairs was a little bit appropriate. Pardon my little umbrella down there. Again, newsflash, if I hadn't cried about it enough recently, it's raining currently. So, the extra skylight up here. This is so that if you're cooking up a storm, you can open that up and get some natural airflow. It lets in natural light and heat exhaust. So again, everything in this is serving two purposes, whether it's that roof vent or the rear countertop back there. Now, they do run centralized heating through the floor of this, but they will put their heat vents in very out-of-the-way locations. Case in point, you don't see any in any main high-traffic zone. But by running heat vents through the main center of the floor, through the right under the laminated floor construction, it creates the most efficient heating method possible. And true to form with most Keystones, they use some of the biggest furnaces in their class. Now around the island, over here in the pantry and over there in the hallway, you see you got these cool blue little LED night lights. And I think that's exactly what they're perfectly for. The other thing they can do is, like, I call them like a welcome home light. Instead of leaving a bright white light on where bugs are going to congregate by the door, you don't have that problem here. It's just enough where you can see at night without going blind. But what's kind of cool, right across from the main entry door, we got the kids' room, or the bonus room, or the bunkhouse, or whatever you want to call it. And every room in this has those same one-switch activated lights, so everything is very user-friendly and convenient. And this is what I mean by the fact that this is more of a bonus room than a bunkhouse. Now, can you flip out your little cube futons and use them for sleeping? Absolutely. So you can easily sleep 2 here, maybe 3 if they're small, with the bonus sleeper up top. And that is 300-pound rated, by the way. So they've got all the structure in the walls that they need there. But what's nice is during the day, you can flip that bed up, and you can use this like a second living room or extended living room or entertainment center or whatever you want. You could easily put like a small little table over in the corner, and you could use this like a mobile office, which is something travel trailers normally can't do. It's one of the reasons people have flocked to the middle bunk fifth wheel segment of the marketplace quite a bit. So this is a very multifunctional floor plan. And then over here, we've got literal floor-to-ceiling, basically a 7-foot-tall bonus cabinet closet over here. And again, you'll always find something to put in there. That's not a problem. Little detail things, and this is true to form all the way around all of Keystone, is they have like really thick interior wall construction. You can walk up here, and I mean, you can feel it's fully studded. They don't just have an awesome exterior shell and then like hollow walls. They actually stud out, and they have like a full header beam right above every single floor plan, or every door cut in every model that they make. And that's not just Passport. That's like Cougar, Passport, Springdale, Montana. That's just Keystone at large doing that. And that's one of the reasons I think that we have seen some of the best service records from our store out of the various Keystone brands that we carry here, because they're also interior wall structured. Now, there are different decors available, by the way. I should mention that. I think this is called Remington, if I'm not mistaken, but they recently changed the names of their decors. Now, this is something right here that they've done with great success in models like their 2890 front or rear living room, their 2520 rear living room, is this big hallway cabinet closet right here, directly across from the bathroom. And with this being a middle bunkhouse, it has a longer hallway, which means your front bedroom is more private, which is kind of cool. It's away from the living area, and you've got all kinds of coats, extra food, pantry overflow, mac and cheese, toilet paper, towels, all of that fits in here. But the bathroom is also very nicely appointed. With that vaulted ceiling plus the skylight, it is tall nerd tested and approved. I've been in and out of that thing, never bumped my head once. Split open easy entry shower door as well, so you don't have to like walk your way around a swinging bathroom door or anything like that. Bathroom is simple but effective. Sliding privacy door up here for the master bedroom. And if you get up here, you notice we've got another one of those vents for extra airflow, extra natural light, and extra heat exhaust. This area up here where it's got the elite, like wainscoting almost, basically, that little etching in that overhead area, that's a good way to see the vault ceiling on this, because I don't use fisheye camera lenses. Now, everything you're seeing in this bedroom is pretty much just Passport at large. Like, you've got your side stands with power outlets, you've got your full-length hanging closets with mirrors so you don't have sharp corners to jab you in the arm. This does have a full residential length queen bed. This is a 60 by 80 queen. The Passport, Grand Touring, and Elites all have that longer queen bed, with the exception of the 3350 bunkhouse. You got your TV hookups over here in the corner if you're so inclined. I love this thing. I love how it came together. It's not going to be for everybody. It's weird. It's different. But I got tired of seeing the same old bunkhouse every day of the week. And I just kind of sat down and I sketched out, what can I do that no one's ever done? And this isn't exactly how I came up with it, but I love it. I love that it's different. I came up with an idea. The guys down at Keystone Passport, they took me seriously, said, man, I think you're onto something here. There's nothing else like this on the market. There's other somewhat similar concepts, but it's never been done like this with like that rear cabinet and counter and stuff. These guys really did a bang-up job on this. I like that I got to have a little bit of a helping hand on it. Obviously, I didn't go down and hand build the thing myself, but I love that they are open to input like this, and that they respected us enough here at Haylet RV to take one of our ideas seriously. So I'm going to batten down the hatches. I'm going to take a spin on the outside of this thing and wrestle with Moby Dick out in the rain, and hopefully we'll come away with a whale of a tale for you. Whale jokes, classic. Now this weather is dreadful, and it's killing me. I've been waiting for months to see this thing come in. I got to see the original prototype in the set, and that's actually, someone's going to say, well, if you submitted this idea so quick to them there, Josh the RV Nerd, why weren't they the first ones to market with a middle bunkhouse? Well, the answer is because they like double, triple prototype everything down there at Keystone. They don't just build something and then expect people to be guinea pigs. They build something, they check it out, they have people come in and test it, they have dealers like me come in and look at it, who are kind of like on something of an advisory board. They revise it, and they keep doing that until they get people to go, yeah, that'll work, So this is the very first one to ever be shipped. We got the very first one ever because we were instrumental in helping make this thing happen. And I love what they've done here. Now, what's great is not only is this kind of an original concept, but it's got all of the things that have made Passport successful and reliable. Like I said, you've got double-sided aluminum weld frames. You can see those vertical welds on those cross members under the bed. All double-sided welded. You got those heavy-duty automotive bulb seals on those baggage door compartments. We have heavy insulated baggage doors right here, and the camera works crappy right now because I've only got one hand. But there we go. So magnet latched, slam latched with nicer metallic latches. Everything on this is a quality component. There are RVs out there you could argue are like have more equipment or fancy looks or jazz or something, but I will argue there is nothing built better out there, and our service records here at Haylet RV can back that up, because we have the largest and pretty much basically the only service center around here. The 3/4 nose cap this year with that updated white, blue, and little tan cream accents, that is looking good. This whole thing rides on a different frame. This is on an HSLA frame, high strength, low alloy, basically a Z chassis made in an aircraft fashion. It's lighter but stronger. Underbelly is enclosed. Underbelly is forced air heated. We do have solar quick connect up front, right next to that tongue actually. You may notice too that all of your baggage door compartments have a sealed hinge on them. So right now it's raining. But 2 days ago in Michigan, we had 12 inches of snow laying around. Welcome to Michigan, where the weather can change within the next 5 minutes. Earlier, I swear, 2 weeks ago, I saw lightning and snow at the same time. That's not, they didn't even write about weather like that in the Bible, guys. That's like every year in Michigan we get that kind of stuff. Anyway, my point is, it's wet right now, but it's gonna freeze again. And that means that this hinge is not gonna get sprung and busted up because of that. I think I already mentioned outside shower black tank flush. Now, they use cable-driven slides in all of Passport. And a lot of people are leery of those because they don't fully understand what they do or why they're there. And the best way I can describe this, guys, pardon the umbrella walking in front of you there, is they, in all of Keystone, Cougar, Montana, Fusion, Passport, etc., cable-driven slides are literally the least frequent warranty item they have. You could easily draw from that. It's effectively the most reliable thing that they have down there. It's incredibly light. Cable-driven slides are the single most expensive slide system out there, guys. If it wasn't performing, they wouldn't keep using it. Trust me on that. I already talked about the double vaulted roofing on this. We are backup camera ready, and we carry those at our part shop if you're curious. Now, every Passport Elite, like this one here, has either an outside kitchen or a rear bumper grill included standard. So this will have a grill with it, which is nice. All windows are UV tinted. All windows are going to open for ventilation. The awning up front here is easy tilt. So you can literally take 2 fingers and tilt that awning. And it's also self-righting, so if you close the awning when the awning is tilted, no big deal, it's not going to mess itself up. I do want to take a moment to point out the wide stance stability load equalizing axle system on here. I know that's a mouthful of things to say, but it does all those things. It helps keep the trailer from bouncing up and down, and it helps keep the trailer from wiggling side to side. And that is really important here, because mid-bunks like this can be a lot of things, but short is not one of those. You cannot build a short middle bunkhouse. These things have to be just about 37 feet long, and this thing is just about 37 feet long. Now, one thing that people don't know or talk about enough in this industry is how you have to consider the wheelbase of your vehicle against the length of a trailer. And that is one of the beautiful things about those wide stance axles. They let you cheat the wheelbase as though you had a little bit longer vehicle. And it helps us ride nicely on something like a common half-ton. That's what's great about that. It has so many little benefits. It's not a replacement for a weight distribution and anti-sway. It's a supplement thereof. The last thing I want to talk about is the industry's most comprehensive 3-year warranty. Keystone has been known for a long time now. I mean, like, there's more Montanas on the road than any other single thing out there in terms of like fifth wheels, you know. The point here is, like, they stay on the road. Keystone stuff stays on the road. Like in the mid 2000s, they were known for using some cheaper decals that peeled and flaked. You know what they did? They spent more money and they now use 5mm decals through all of Keystone. They use the heaviest, most expensive decals out there so that they don't peel, they don't flake. Every month, what these guys do is they go through their top 5. So they look at their top 5 warranty claims from every brand. When they see a recurring item with a trend, they fix it. They find out what's going wrong, why it's there, and they fix it. And by doing that for so many years now, they've really got this product dialed in to where everything is exactly where it needs to be and exactly how it needs to be. And that is what allows them to have the most comprehensive structural warranty out there. There are some 3-year structural warranties that are literally just the chassis. This is the chassis, the welds, the nose cap, roof structure, things that they actually build. It is actually covered in that. And that's one of the things that I like about the Passport here. It has more peace of mind. It's made for longer term ownership. If this is, and that's the other thing with this floor plan. This is something that's hard to grow out of unless you just want to downsize. Because again, she is pretty long, but it can serve as a bunkhouse for now. It can serve as an office for later. It can, actually, some of the things that will have people come here sometime is like where a husband or a wife has sleep apnea and they can't sleep together because of snoring issues. So this could easily be a 2-bedroom camper. It's so many different things and roles that it can fulfill. And at only 7,020 pounds with a triple deep slide. God, that is incredible. Whoa, here, you know what, I got to wrap her up, guys. So give us a call. I don't care where you live. There is no one too far away to work with Haylet RV. I don't want to hear, I'd have bought from you, but you were too far away, unless you give us a call and we fail you. You know? If you don't buy from us at that point, it's our fault. But all we need is the opportunity, and you're going to find out why we are the largest standalone dealership in the state of Michigan. So take care, stay safe, have fun, and happy camping, everyone.